Restless Dreams. I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
Silent Hill 2 is one of gaming's most treasured relics. It is the perfect embodiment of capturing lightning in a bottle, where all of its influences and inspirations aligned seamlessly to create something that would withstand the test of time. So much so that many developers tried replicating it only to realize that such a feat was impossible. It was released during a time period where game developers were allowed to freely experiment and not just jump on established trends. The industry itself was fairly new and competition was at an all-time high. The opening moments itself give you a strong impression that this is no ordinary title. The premise is fairly simple. James Sunderland, the protagonist, receives a letter from his wife, calling him to Silent Hill, the only catch being she passed away 3 years ago. This sets you up for a slow-paced storytelling experience that is filled with an incredible amount of detail, both in its writing and the world design. You wouldn't notice it the first time, but the game actually spoils the plot within the first half hour.
This thing broken? What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
Such tricks and hints of revelation happen countless times before the end, adding to the psychological warfare ever present throughout this journey, the seeds of which were planted right at the beginning. Silent Hill 2's biggest strength is how it keeps you uncomfortable. The enemies don't necessarily possess a physical threat to you even at the harder difficulties. The fear is in what those creatures represent. Usually you are afraid of the things you don't understand, but here the figuring out part is scary, sure. But the realization, the ground reality of things happening around you are downright bone-chilling. There's no way I can spoil the entirety of the themes being presented here, and mere words cannot hold a candle to what is an experience worth undertaking. Silent Hill 2 will simply make you feel a certain type of way, and it is within those feelings that you will unearth the schemes at play over here. It is a collection of stories highlighting characters each having their own personalities shaped by events in their past. Angela is carrying a lot of trauma. Eddie is afraid of his crimes, and James is burdened by his guilt. Meanwhile, Laura is innocent and sees no monsters because she is just a child. Such a disparity shows how the town reacts to those individuals and manifests their emotional baggage into personal horrors.
You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
It is also worth mentioning that the game offers you one of its 3 main endings based on your unconscious behavior pattern. How much did you talk to a certain NPC? How often do you look at items in your inventory? All of this reinforces the idea that Silent Hill is a reflection of deep human emotions, and it judges you as well by watching your unguarded actions. While it does lack in some areas, Silent Hill 2 is a package that's presented so perfectly that even its flaws add to the collective experience, without which it just wouldn't be the same. The franchise as a whole is extremely influential to me. It made me want to research about the developers and the many inspirations that brought this vision to life. It reignited my passion for storytelling and inspired me to learn game development. My goal moving forward is to make things that reflect the same ideals that guided Team Silent's development. To make stuff not for pleasing a broader audience, but to create for the sake of art itself. Telling stories and delivering them in such a way that people ponder over the creation process, trying to decipher every last detail in them for decades to come. And if you want further proof to see whether this is possible, I am talking about a game nearly 20 years after its expired shelf life. So you know.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?